Queen Elizabeth II's funeral will be held on Monday, September 19, marking the end of the 10-day mourning period. It marks the first state funeral held in the UK since 1965, when Winston Churchill died. Prince Philip, who died on April 9, 2021, requested not to have a state funeral. Charles confirmed the public holiday during his first meeting with the Privy Council, at which he was officially proclaimed as the new monarch. The Lord President of the Council, Penny Mordaunt, said, drafts of 2 proclamations. 1. Appointing the day of Her late Majesty's state funeral as a bank holiday in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. 2. Appointing the day of Her late Majesty's state funeral as a bank holiday in Scotland. Charles answered, approved. However, the government confirmed it will work the same as any other bank holiday, with no statutory entitlement to time off. Gov.co.uk said it will allow individuals, businesses and other organisations to pay their respects to Her Majesty and commemorate her reign while marking the final day of the period of national mourning. Employers will be able to include it as part of employees' leave entitlement. The Department for Business said it would expect employers to respond sensitively to requests from workers who wish to take the day of the funeral off work. Schools will be expected to close on the day. Queen's funeral bank holiday, here are the working rules and whether you get the day off. Image, Getty. The coffin carrying Queen Elizabeth II is seen leaving Balmoral Castle. Image, Getty. The Queen's coffin is making its way to the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh today, where it will rest in the throne room until Monday. A procession will then be formed to convey the coffin to St Giles Cathedral, where it will rest before it is moved to London, accompanied by the Princess Royal. Her Majesty's funeral will be held at 11 a.m. at Westminster Abbey. Read more. BBC News slammed after useless blunder over Queen leaving Balmoral. The funeral of Winston Churchill. Image, PA. People gather in tribute as the quartet carrying the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II passes by Ballater. Image, PA. Prior to the funeral, the Queen will lie in state in Westminster Hall for 4 days to allow members of the public to pay their respects. The Queen's coffin is making its way to the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh today, where it will rest in the throne room until Monday. Don't miss, Beatrice and Andrew to take back Queen's beloved corgis after giving them to monarch Princess Anne. Ashen-faced as she follows Queen's coffin from Balmoral. What is cancelled following Queen Elizabeth's death? Update from sports to strikes. King Charles III viewed tributes outside Buckingham Palace. Image, Getty. Following the funeral, the coffin will travel in procession to St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, Her Majesty's final resting place. Heads of state, prime ministers and presidents, European royals and key figures from public life will be invited to gather in the Abbey, which can hold a congregation of 2,000. The service will be televised and a 2 minutes silence will be held. Trending.